I need a life.
Get a job!
I don't want a job. I want you.
I'm taken by me! Get out of the house! Do something useful, goddammit!
You wouldn't let me work when I wanted to.
That was a year ago.
Throw a tantrum every time you call and I'm not home.
Look, sister, I'm out there in the jungle 8 hours a day.
You wouldn't even let me canvass for Kennedy.
You want a job? I got a job for you. Fix up this pigsty. You get a pretty goddamn good salary for testing out this bed all day. You want an extra $50 a week? Try vacuuming. You want an extra 100? Make this goddamn bed. Try opening some goddamn windows. That's why you can't stand up in here. The goddamn place smells like a coffin.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. I like in the movies, too, because when they argue in the movies, nobody talks over each other. So the only problem I have with the Mel Gibson tape, you miss a couple of lines.
Right, because they're talking over each other.
Yeah.
Somebody explained it sounds like two different conversations because she's so calm and he's so scared.
Well, in his defense, she knows she's being taped, so she's putting her best foot forward. I don't want any money. I don't even care about my musical, that's being said for the...
I care about daughter.
Yeah. I want just to daughter. That accent could make you crazy. Maybe I'm with Whoopi.
He left his wife because they had no spiritual connection.
At one point he said, I left my wife for you. Like it's her fault. No, you left your wife.
He says, I left my wife. I thought he was going to say for you, but he says because we had no spiritual connection.
Yeah, right.
It took him 20 years to figure that out?
Right. And 7 or 8 kids.
Yeah. Well, he's the best. This is his best work yet. Better than Lethal Weapon, any of them.
Oh, Braveheart, nothing.
Nothing. Well, I knew he was a piece of shit after The Passions of the Christ.
Yeah.
I knew what he was about. I knew what that whole film was about. I knew what his agenda was with it. Of course, everyone told me I was being a shithead, but truth is I was right again. You know.
But I wonder what this religion is doing for him. It's
not calming him down.
He's a mess.
He's not getting a whole lot out of it. I was reading a Bible passage. Whoever wrote the Bible was like such a genius at trying to get people to be neurotic and calm them down. It was a whole passage about how you have to honor your parents and honor your father no matter what he does.
Right. Even if he's a craphead.
Yeah.
He's your dad.
Yeah. It's an amazing passage in the Bible I was reading. And I go, whoever wrote this Bible
must have been a real bad dad.
Oh, my God. Because there's a verse that someone had sent me that I read. And they said, and I'm reading this thing, and it's like, honor your father no matter what. He who honors his father will receive rewards from God. God will only listen to the prayers of a man who honors his mother and father. No matter what they do, no matter who they are, you have to do this. It's regardless of what their actions are. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, holy cow.
He was making, provisions for every, F-up you could ever have. Like if you screw up, you still should be honored.
There's so many fucked up things in the Bible. That's why I sit there and I wonder why, how could somebody be that religious and accept this bullshit?
Well, you're listening to a man who accepts it.
Yeah, but there he is. Go follow him. It's unbelievable. God will only listen to your prayers if you honor your father, no matter what he does. Doesn't matter. Wowee. Anyway.
Free pass.
Here's Cyrus. Hey, Cyrus.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Yeah, Whoopi is, really fucked up because me, as an alcoholic, I actually know that it just brings out the real you and you.
Of course.
Alcohol. Yeah, so she's really an asshole.
You can't say that stuff if you haven't thought it.
Right. If it's not in your head, it ain't coming out.
You don't drink and all of a sudden a pack of niggers comes into your head.
Yeah. That's got to kind of be somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I've been drunk as a skunk. I've never said pack of niggers.
And just because he did 4 movies with Danny Glover. Danny Glover and one with Chris Rock. Of course he didn't call them niggers. But he was thinking it.
Sure. Hey, I wonder what Danny Glover thinks of this.
Yeah, you haven't heard him say anything.
I'm sure he'll call into the show later. I wonder what Chris is thinking, too. Chris Rock ain't putting up with that. Yeah.
Oh, he will. He blew you off. He'll put up with it.
That's true. He did blow me up, but I don't think he's going to come out in favor of. Like they say, Mel's a good guy. If he does, I'd be shocked. But who knows?
Nah, he's no whoopee, but
right, exactly.
He's not going to say anything.
You'd be surprised if I had him here. He'd probably say something.
Well,
Maybe
you can bring out the best in anybody.
All right, Cyrus. Thank you.
All right.
Later.
But I love that, people like Whoopi, they think, well, people have to have a bad feeling when they're saying these things about the group they're saying them about. No, it's just a belief that these people are less than you are.
Right.
That fuels everything you think about them.
Yeah.
So to be raped by a pack of the N-word, that's the ultimate devastation that could happen to this woman.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
Well, a judge filed a restraining order against her to keep her from releasing these tapes last month. And Mel's lawyers are going apeshit saying that she violated that restraining order.
Yeah, well, you know what? The cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
It'll hurt her. I mean, it'll hurt him, but he could sue her for all the money that he lost on the movie. He could sue her for all the damage to his reputation.
Let him go ahead, because she's got nothing.
Yeah, the only money she's got is from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll have to pay himself.
He'll have to pay up the settlement. Nah, he's done.
Money or anything that he gets that he has to pay her, he could just take it right back. I mean, he wouldn't do that, obviously, because his kid, but...
Yeah, well...
Well, we don't know, obviously, what he'd do.
She's also looking at a year in prison.
Yeah, well,
they got to prove that she released them. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that other people had them.
Yeah, it's hard to prove that stuff, but it seemed logical that she's the one. I mean, it's her answering machine. And,
right.
I mean, what did someone break in and
But it's
rob
obvious
her
that
answering
these
machine?
tapes were in the hands of other people because lawyers knew about them and she was told not to release them.
Yeah.
Other people had heard them, so there's a way they could have been released without her having anything to do with it.
You think Mel Gibson will, kill himself or kill somebody? I mean...
No, he's an arrogant asshole who really loves himself more than anything. And I think he thinks the rest of the world ought to get itself right.
Where's he going to go? I mean, what's he going to do with himself now?
He's incredibly wealthy.
Right.
So he'll go paint.
What will he paint?
Houses.
Can he turn this around? I say no way.
No.
There's no way.
We're done with him, aren't we? Can't we be done with Mel Gibson?
Right.
Hollywood can survive without him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. They survived without... Hollywood got mad at... what's that guy's name from
Charlie
MASH?
Chaplin, they got mad at and sent him out of the country forever.
What was the guy? Elliot Gould was #1 at the box office, but I heard he was a pain in the ass to work with, so the studios figured out a way to live without him. I think he could live without Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Well, everybody thought he was out after the Jews start all wars comment, but then he made Apocalypto.
You could say stuff about the Jews and get away with it, and you could say stuff about gays. But when you start with blacks, forget it. You're done. You're done, bro.
There's another tape where he calls Mexicans wetbacks.
Yeah,
You can get away with
You get away with that. That's a no-brainer.
That's a misdemeanor.
In the racist handbook, that's a no-brainer.
That's a minor offense.
Right. All right, bro. Later.
Thanks a lot.
There's so many N-word stories now, like in the news and stuff, and there's N-word, 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 and N-word in rap songs. It seems more prevalent than ever.
I know. We thought we were stuffing it out. It came back with a vengeance.
Yeah. I've never really had the N-word in my head. Now I do. Because it's everywhere. Now I have it in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucked up, man.